Hey guys, so in addition to needing to know how to use Schoology, you are also going to need to understand how to use WebEx. So what in the world is WebEx? Basically, what WebEx is our system for having video conferences. This is how we will conduct our live meetings this semester. And it's, not as complex as it may seem at first. Essentially, what I'm going to do here is just show you what some of the functions are in WebEx so that way you know what to do when you are asked to participate in a live session. So currently the view that I am showing right here is from the host's point of view. I am the host of all the meetings because I will be the one sharing the link with you. So even though it's slightly different, a lot of the functionality is exactly the same. So if you look at these buttons down here, a lot of these buttons will be on your screens when you join a WebEx meeting. So let's go ahead and talk about this. This button is the mute and unmute button. It is what controls your microphone. So currently you can see that I am muted because it is red. So if you are red, that means you are muted, okay? And the deal is, guys, that I will always have you muted when you come into a conference or a meeting with me. And that is not because I don't want to hear you. It's just because when everyone starts joining a meeting at the same time, there is a lot of background noise. Sometimes people are talking to their parents or, their dog is barking. This is just to keep the background noise to a minimum. And anytime that I am doing a presentation or teaching or trying to explain something, I will ask you to have your microphones on mute. I can mute all of you at the same time, which is something that a function that I can use as a host. But just out of courtesy, please keep the mute on unless I call on you. Okay. So my rule for this is that if you accidentally hit unmute one time and something happens and you don't realize it, that's fine. If you are unmuting yourself multiple times and clearly trying to cause a distraction, I will have to kick you out of the meeting. And it's not something that I want to do, but it's something that I have to do so that way you're not distracting the other kids in the meeting, okay? This is also a good time to let you guys know that every single meeting we have will be recorded. So if you plan on doing something that may not be school appropriate, please keep that in mind. I will have a record of every single meeting that takes place. So anything that's inappropriate will be met with disciplinary action. So, before you decide to do something like that, just remember there will be consequences. So anyway, back to this. This is, like I said, the microphone functionality right here. This button will start your video. So I'm not going to click on this right now, but if you were to click on this, it would show you because it would show your webcam. If you are not comfortable with having your webcam on, that is fine with me. I would prefer, for you to have it on, just so I know you're there and you're present and you are, taking notes or doing whatever during our live sessions. I, however, am not going to make you share your video. If you don't share your video, please don't, just walk away, because here's the deal. Even if you don't have it on, I might ask you a question. I might call your name and I'll expect you to either unmute yourself and answer me or answer me in the chat. And the chat is a feature I'm about to show you in just a second. So moving on, this is the share content button. You guys should not have this on your view of WebEx. That's just something for me if I'm doing a presentation. This is the record button, and this is the participants button. So if I click on this, I can see all of the people that are in the meeting, and clearly it's just me by myself right now. And I have these options to do different things when I have participants in this toolbar over here. So your name would pop up here. I have the ability to mute you. I have the ability to kick you out from here. I have just different things that I can do as the host. You, as a participant, can raise your hand over here, which is kind of cool. You can see other participants that are in the video conference with us. And then, of course, you can mute yourself. You'll have a button just like that. It'll be up here too, in addition to down here. So let's go ahead and open up the chat that is right next to the participants button. The chat is right here. So you can send a message if you have a question. If I'm lecturing and you're like, what did you just say, Miss Bryant? I don't understand any of that. You can type your question right here in the chat. and that way the whole class can see it, because it may be a question that everyone in the class has. Now, if you have a question that is just related to you, then you can send me a private message. Obviously, right now, you can't do that because I'm the only one in here. It says everyone, but you would have the option to select my name and you could send me a private message. And then right here, we just have more options. You really don't need to worry about this part at all. And right here, I believe I'm the only one with this button. This ends the meeting, but you can leave the meeting. And yeah, these are just all the buttons that you guys need to know about for WebEx. And like I said, in terms of my expectations for WebEx meetings, you guys need to stay muted unless I say otherwise. And if you can, please share your camera, your webcam. If you cannot, that is fine. But that's just what I expect of you guys. I expect you to actively participate in our meetings, because, live sessions are great. They're as close to actually being in the classroom as we can be right now. So definitely appreciate your participation. And I hope this video helped you guys understand WebEx a little bit more. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on WebEx very soon.